The trade unionists have called for a full investigation into the murder of one Mahad, the driver employed by Dembe Trading Enterprises that was founded in industrial area late last month. Mahad, who worked for the soap distribution company for about 20 years, is believed to have been tortured before he was killed.
Where he was tortured under her supervision and the worker died. That case directly concerns us because he's a worker and we are people who speak for the workers. We want the government and the police that is investigating specifically to follow up this case up to its logical conclusion. The people who are trying to bribe the police so that the case is distorted had better move off, because this case has moved beyond the levels that we are looking at ordinarily.
A company manager, Ziwa Uwera, has since been arrested. Just days to International Labour Day, the trade unionists have reminded employers to respect the human rights of workers. The Ugandan economy is still reeling from the effects of the global health pandemic. The COVID-induced lockdown led to the collapse of a number of companies and, in some cases, unlawful termination of several workers across the country.
The government should listen to its workers, not just for the sake of listening to them, but they should also do so bearing in mind that really the situation prevailing in the country requires that there should be something to be done.
With the steady rise in fuel prices and the cost of essential commodities, the unionists are now calling on government to revise the salaries of public workers to match the rising commodity prices.
This revision may be substituted by other incentives that could be determined through negotiations between employers, government, and the trade unions.
Normally, for them, their salaries are increased by their respective employers. But what is happening right now is that the situation has even come down to some of the employers, especially in the private sector, to the extent that their costs of production are getting too high. So we want to say that the government should do a double-face intervention.
The increase in fuel prices was first blamed on a drop in supply caused by the truck drivers' strike at Uganda's borders with Kenya and Tanzania, with a blame that has since shifted to inflation triggered by the Russia-Ukraine war. Story by Chris Emale Musemakula for CTV PM Edition.